It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette running out of the gun. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 70 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a
Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction,
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, he'll let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Tavon Austin, 48 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
31-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Zadarius Smith on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and
7-7, our score after 1.
In the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Fournette, a first down carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
The 39-yard line.
This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 40-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun now for Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
45-yard line. A gain of 14. And the Packer.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. Touchdown, Packers. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This one tied at 14. This return man showing it here. And all in all, the Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit? They don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones.
Rodgers.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
So we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Ball on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Tavon Austin. 57 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Mason Crosby to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. How about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
49-yard line.
Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
To throw on second and 6. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Flushed out right. He'll let it fly for... That's caught inside the 20.
What's up?
Touchdown, Packers. Tavon Austin, 71 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all. Mason Crosby to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, it's Fournette. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Fournette on the carry. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter, with the score all tied.
He's checking.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On the run, it's Fournette. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
a handoff to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Packers 35, Buccaneers 28. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep. There he goes, right side. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 23-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 47 yards on the ground. Here's a give to Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Second down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He's back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Miller. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. Looking deep. He's got a man. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Final score, Packers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.